Hello, welcome to another beat structure session where I get to reveal how I make some of my beats. So today I'm gonna be showing you a structure of this beat. It's an Amapiano beat, which I'm almost done. I think I'm basically done with this or with this one. So I'm gonna give you a walkthrough of how I made this beat in case you've been wondering how this is done. So here on my pattern 1 is my melody, and it is a karimba sound. Karimba sound from Purity. That's what I use for my main melody. Let's listen to it. So this is basically the main melody of the beat, is what you are going to hear from the beginning. You can see on this track 1 is what you're going to hear from the beginning of the beat to the end. So the main thing, which is the most important thing, if you're making a beat, you have to find your melody. Your melody is what is going to lead every other instrument on the beat. Every other element that you plan to add to the beat will all must follow the main melody. Yeah, so it's very simple and easy like that. So if we go to the next pattern here, which is the pattern 2, I did a rim shot with some percussions. So let's listen. So if you play the main melody together with this, you have this. So you see, that is just it. In fact, the way it is now, you see that we're already beginning to have a satisfying beat. So what else did I add? I added a drum loop from one of my library to complement the other one I created. So let's listen to this and this together and see how it sounds. See, we're already getting a very bouncy beat already. So what did we had here? All these elements you see here elements I didn't end up using. You see, one thing about beat making, sometimes in the process of you making beats, you might actually do more, and at the end of the day, you end up using less. So let's listen to the next drum loop. This is an Amapiano drum loop which I got online. So combining these and these and these together made the drum satisfying. So let's listen. So you can see that the beat is already bouncy and energetic, which is what I was actually driving at. I needed something bouncy and energetic with a lot of energy in it. So the next thing that I added here on my pattern 5 is like this. Yeah, is a guitar sound. It's a guitar sound. I just use it as a Strat drum, a tremolo guitar sound, which I just use to to complement the usual Amapiano vibe. So combining that together, we have this. So you see, we already have our beat is already getting ready. So the next one is I think is a bell sound from Omnisphere. Let's listen to this. from Omnisphere. Under percussive colors, you have the Aesop's finger drum. That is, I think, is a bell sound, but that is the description on Omnisphere of that sound. So it gives you that. So if you combine that sound, you have this. So you see, basically the beat is ready. There is nothing much. Every other element I'm gonna add to the beat is just gonna follow what is already there. So what is the secret? The secret is what? Finding a melody and then letting every other element or every other instrument follow your main melody. That is just the secret. There's no other secret about it. So let's check what and what I added. Yeah, under here I added this. Let's listen. Okay, it's more like another percussion, which I included that percussion from the verse to the ending of the track. So I'm gonna play that. Let's listen. You see, he's already full already. This particular sound is from Omnisphere. It was a very silent sound, which actually now is actually inactive. So we'll move on. This particular other element wasn't used, so that's why it's muted. So I feel like it's not relevant. Just like what I said earlier, most of the sounds you can actually do them, and at the end of the day you don't use all of them. Let's check what we have here. So that's a saxophone from Arcade. I bounced the wave file so to save my CPU. So that's how it sounds. That just come through at the towards the ending of the intro. So what do we have here? This particular sound is inactive. I didn't make use of that sound, so that's why it's not there. So I think there's another sound here which is on the chorus part. Which is, I think that's a lock drum. There's a lock drum here, drop drum. So let's hear this. So that particular sound is a lock drum that only comes at some point during the chorus part of this beat. So if I play together, this is what we have. Now, playing just the lock drum sounded very dry for me, so I had to find another sound that will complement that lock drum, and that was this sound here from Arcade. So let's hear what this sounds. It sounds like. So you see, both of them together sounds pretty nice. Yeah, that's just the secret. Just play along with your creativity. Making beat is all about creativity. Play along with it. So the final step, this is a clap. Which I put them at some point to make the beat a little bit live, to bring life to the beat. So this particular track here, this is my sax. This is a guitar sound from Contact. So if I solo that sound, this is how it goes. So it plays together with this particular sound. I think this is another sound from Arcade. So if I combine both of them, you have this. Okay, this sound is not from Arcade. I'm sorry. This sound is my saxophone sound which I played, I had to bounce it so that it will, save some CPU. So, and here is my drum roll. My drum roll, which is something I created myself. This is how it sounds. Sorry about that. Okay, let me play it here. Sounds like this. Yeah, that's how it sounds. All right, so I think that is basically everything about this beat. So I'm gonna play it from the verse, from the second stanza of the verse, just to the chorus, so that you feel the melody of the beat. And I believe you have actually learned one or two things from these short from this short tutorial. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you some other time.